If your Maytag front load washer is shaking, making grinding noises, or not spinning right, the drum could be the problem. I'm Ed with AppliancePartsPros.com, and today I'll show you how to test and replace it. The drum or inner basket spins your laundry at high speed. If it's damaged or warped, it can cause loud noise and serious vibration. This is a bigger repair, but I'll walk you through it step by step. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock, and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's gather the tools we'll need for this repair. You'll need a 1/4-inch nut driver, Phillips head screwdriver, flat blade screwdriver, needle nose pliers, channel locks, a 13mm socket or wrench, a 7mm socket, an 8mm socket, and a T55 Torx with ratchet. Since this repair involves removing the entire tub assembly, make sure you have enough space to work and consider having a second person available to assist with lifting. And don't forget to unplug the washer or shut off the breaker before doing anything inside. Next, shut off both the hot and cold water supply valves and disconnect the inlet hoses from the back. Before committing to replacement, inspect the drum carefully. Open the door and rotate the drum by hand. Listen closely for scraping, grinding, or knocking sounds. Lift up on the inner basket and check for excessive vertical movement, which can indicate spider arm or shaft damage. Inspect the seams of the drum and the perforations for cracks, sharp edges, or separation. If the drum is cracked, warped, separating at the welds, or loose on the shaft, replacement is necessary to restore proper balance and safe operation. Begin by removing the main top panel. Slide the panel back and lift it off. Next, remove the user interface assembly. Remove the mounting screws securing the console to the cabinet. From the top, disconnect the wiring harness from the user interface and lift the whole assembly away from the washer. Open the washer door. Use your needle nose pliers to remove the retaining clamp securing the door boot to the front panel. Peel the door boot gasket away from the panel opening and tuck it into the tub to clear the front panel, and remove the screws securing the door lock assembly to the front panel. Remove the screws along the top and bottom edges of the front panel. Lift the panel upward to disengage it from the mounting tabs, then pull it forward and remove it from the washer. Locate the inner retaining clamp, securing the gasket to the tub flange. Using a screwdriver or nut driver, depending on the clamp style, loosen or remove the clamp. Once the clamp is released, peel the gasket away from the front lip of the outer tub and remove it completely from the drum opening. Move to the rear of the washer and remove the back panel. Using a 13mm socket, remove the center bolt securing the rotor. Carefully pull the rotor straight off, keeping in mind that it is heavy and magnetized. Remove the stator mounting bolts and disconnect its wire harness before removing the stator from the tub. Next, disconnect all the hoses attached to the outer tub, including the drain hose, dispenser hose, and pressure switch hose. And remove the mounting bolts securing the counterweights to the outer tub. Carefully lift the counterweights away from the tub. Be careful because these are very heavy, so use caution when handling them to avoid any injury or damage to the washer or to yourself. Remove the shock absorbers from the base of the washer. Disconnect any wire harnesses secured to the tub assembly. Support the tub and carefully unhook the suspension springs from the cabinet. Once all components are disconnected, carefully lift the entire tub assembly out of the cabinet. This step may require 2 people due to the weight and the size of the assembly. On this design, the manufacturer requires replacement of the complete outer tub assembly if it's damaged. If you already have your replacement, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com using your washer's model number to make sure you get the exact fit. Begin by carefully lifting the complete tub assembly back into the washer cabinet. Because of the weight and size of the assembly, this step may require 2 people. Reconnect the suspension springs to support the tub from the top of the cabinet. Once the springs are secured, reinstall the shock absorbers at the base of the washer to stabilize the tub assembly. Reconnect all hoses attached to the outer tub. Reconnect any wiring harnesses. Reinstall the stator onto the tub. Reconnect the stator wiring harness and secure the stator using its mounting bolt. Carefully position the rotor onto the shaft, keeping in mind that it is magnetized and heavy, and secure it with the center 13mm bolt. Reinstall the rear panel of the washer. Install and tighten the mounting bolt securely to ensure the counterweight is firmly attached. Return to the front of the unit and reinstall the front panel. Locate the alignment mark on the gasket and match it up with the corresponding mark on the top of the tub opening. Reinstall the inner retaining clamp. After securing the inner clamp, reinstall the front panel. Hang the panel on the mounting tabs, then lower it into place and reinstall the screws along the tops and bottom edges. Reposition the door lock assembly into the front panel and secure it with the mounting screws. With the front panel installed, pull the outer lip of the gasket over the cabinet opening. Reinstall the outer retaining spring or clamp by positioning it into the groove around the gasket. Use needle nose pliers to stretch the spring section as needed and guide it fully into place. Reconnect the ribbon cable and any other connectors and make sure they're snug and seated properly. Tilt the console back up and snap the top tabs into place. And secure it with the original screws. Finally, reinstall the main top by sliding it into place from the rear and securing it with the mounting screws. Restore power and turn on the water supply. Restore power and run a short rinse cycle to confirm there are no leaks before returning the washer to regular use. Great job tackling this major Maytag front load washer repair. With the new drum installed, your washer should now spin smoothly and operate without excessive vibration or grinding noise. If you need a replacement drum or any other part, just head over to AppliancePartsPros.com with your model number. Most orders arrive in a couple of days. If you have any questions, let us know how your repair went in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your experience. Thanks for letting us be part of your DIY journey, and we'll see you on the next repair.